Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Stavel, and what I have for you today is a quick unboxing video. And one of these books in here is going to be an upgrade to a current Grail I have in my collection. So let's go ahead and get into it. Welcome back, guys. And like I said, one of these books in this unboxing is going to be an upgrade to one of the Grails in my collection, which I actually shared in my last video. So we're going to go ahead and get into these and see what we got today. I'm going to go ahead and set these on my floor, actually, or at least move them out of the way. And so a lot of these books, or the books that I have here today, are going to be some spec books or, MCU books, stuff like that. They're all minor keys in their own little way. And a couple of them are spec books for, future MCU shows and movies and stuff like that. So, because as a collector, I think we all a little bit, spec on books and, try to get ahead of the curve. But this first book here is, I feel like, a slept on X-Men key. So just by that, it's an X-Men type of book, but I feel like this book is really slept on as a key. A lot of people don't even talk about it. I don't think I've ever seen a video where somebody's like recommending this book. But this book is Amazing Adventures number 11. Now, what this is the first appearance of Beast in his furry form. Now, this is the Beast we all grew up with in the 90s X-Men show and how you picture Beast when you think of Beast. Now, obviously, Beast appeared in X-Men number 1. That's one of those Grails that's like way in another stratosphere that's out of my personal, out of my price range for the moment, unless I want to get like a 0.5 or, a coverless copy or something like that. And me personally, I want something that's like a 1.0, 2.0 if I'm going to get a book like that. But this book is a minor key. Beast's first appearance with fur. Now, if you'll notice from the cover, he has gray fur, and he didn't get his blue fur for another couple issues. I think in like Amazing Adventures, like issue 13, I believe. But the first book here today, Amazing Adventures number 11, first Beast with fur. All right, let's see what we got next here. The next book we're going to open up is this book here. And I order a lot of books all the time from different comic shops and eBay and stuff like that. So I don't know what's coming in. I get books like damn near every other day now, it seems. I'm getting a book in. So I don't know which books are which and what's coming from where. So I'm finding out with you guys. Aha. So I see what this is here. So this book here is another, drop me knife. This book here is another X-Men book. So this is another one of those books I feel like that's highly slept on when you talk about X-Men keys. So this is X-Men number 129. Now this is like a triple key. This is one of those like mega keys. Like if you're thinking about like first appearances, you got the first appearance of Kitty Pryde in this book, the first appearance of Emma Frost, the White Queen. You also have the first appearance of the Hellfire Club in this book. So this is one of those books I feel like doesn't get enough love. This is like my third copy of this book. I have a couple CGC graded ones right now that I graded a while back. I feel like this is one of those books that you don't get enough love. If you're going to be collecting X-Men books, this is one I think you should have on your list. Because I'm pretty sure they'll have the Hellfire Club in the MCU when they finally come out. They're probably going to have White Queen. And also just for your collection. Because like for me, this is one of those books, I just buy it every time I see it. If it's, a great deal, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. So I suggest if you don't have this book in your collection, go ahead and grab this X-Men 129. And next here, let's see what we got. lot of cardboard, a lot of tape is what we got here. I'm not quite sure what this one is, but we're going to find out in like 2 seconds. Aha. So, let me set this other cardboard down here on the floor before we get into this. So, this book is actually Amazing Spider-Man number 149, which is the first appearance of the Spider-Man clone who turns out to be Ben Reilly. So this is actually Ben Reilly's first appearance. I love this cover. Love that you got the jackal there. This is another one of those books that I feel don't get enough love, like as far as first appearances go. Everybody talks about Web of Spider-Man 118 because it's the first appearance of the Scarlet Spider, or Ben Reilly's eventual alternate identity. But his actual first appearance is in this book right here. So, yeah, this is one of those books I feel like as a Spider-Man collector, like I personally collect Spider-Man first appearances. So that's one of those books. And this book actually, it's not a very bad grade. It's actually probably a mid-grade, probably like a 4 to a 5. This is one of those books I'm going to get graded and keep in my collection forever because, you know, as a Spider-Man collector, I'm trying to get every Spider-Man first appearance, which I know is a tall order, but can only do it if you set your mind to it. So, anyways, next up, what I have here, I know which book this is because it's a little heavier. So, and I've only ordered one slab, like in the last couple of weeks. I've only bought one slab. And I actually got this one off eBay. I put in an offer on an auction. I was like, you know what? It was like a 6-day auction. I was like, you know, I'm going to just put in my top dollar bid for this book. And if somebody outbids me, it's whatever. Because, you know, it's not a hard book to find. But as far as X-Men books go and, you know, keys for X-Men characters, I feel like this isn't a very, like, top dollar key or nothing like that or high-end key. But it's one of those books I've never actually owned. And for me, I'm like, you know, now is a good time as ever to pick it up. This is actually going to be Wolverine number 1. This is the 1988 Wolverine number 1, his first ongoing series, CGC 9.0. This is, like I said, this isn't a hard book to get, but like with the X-Men coming to the MCU, you know Wolverine's like the most popular X-Men character. And when you can't get a Hulk 181, his first appearance, or even a Hulk 180, which is like his first cameo appearance, or his second full appearance, which is Giant Size X-Men number 1, and that book's like going to the moon already. So when those books are like really hard to find, and then you can't get a Wolverine number 1 from his first limited series, which is the 4-part comic series from earlier in the 80s, this is a good key to pick up. And one thing about this book, which I really love, is it has the pinup on the back, which is an awesome Wolverine pinup. So, yeah, this is a nice Wolverine key, like 5th tier down, you know. Got the first appearance, first cameo appearance, first full appearance in Giant Size X-Men, then you got his first miniseries, and then probably this book. So probably like the 5th most popular Wolverine book. But I love this custom Wolverine label. So, yeah, there's a Wolverine number 1. And this last book, I do know what it is. This is, like I was saying, this is an upgrade for a book that I had actually showed in my last video. This is a key Spider-Man book. Now, let me just say this. I just opened this up. It wasn't sealed well. Like, for you, if this is you, if you're shipping books and you're shipping high-dollar, high-end books, put some cardboard in there. You know, send it in a box, something like this. Like that X-Men 129 came in this box. It's not damaged. This book came with no cardboard in this flimsy little mailer. Let me just pause the video for a second and just address something.
We interrupt our program at the request of the White House. This is the emergency broadcast system. All normal broadcasting has been discontinued during this emergency.
This is how you damage books. Don't do it. funny story. So when I had ordered a Marvel Spotlight 5, which is the first appearance of Ghost Rider. The pictures looked great. It looked like probably a 5.0, 6.0, maybe even a 6.5. The book looked awesome on eBay when I was bidding. I was like, you know what? I'm going to get this book. It's going to be a nice mid-grade. It came packaged worse than this. It came in a manila envelope. Just the book, no backing board, nothing. When I got it, sent it into CGC, it came back at 3.0. It was creased, it was bent. I looked at the pictures off eBay. I was like, this isn't the book I paid for. It was. They just shipped it horribly. Again, horrible shipping. And I opened this up. It's not even secured securely. Anyways, all that as it may. Rant over. Let's get to why I'm here, and maybe why you're here. You want to see which Grail I upgraded. It looks like there's another book in here, so let's get that out of the way. Looks like they gave me a free book. Daredevil, Man Without Fear, number 2. From Frank Miller and John Romita Jr. So, I got this one for free in there. A little toss in. Can't be mad about free stuff. Even though I'm mad about the... And, let me just say this. So this book came with no backing board, no bag. It's just put into like a plastic 3-ring binder thing. Like this. There's no backing board on here. No bag. And again, it looks damaged more so than what the picture looked when I bought it. But I do have a complete copy now, cover intact, of Amazing Spider-Man number 50, the first appearance of the Kingpin. Now, I'm going to go ahead and examine this a little bit more because I see that it's a lot more damaged than what it looked like. It looks like the covers are all dinged in and beat to hell. But that's probably because it's shipped in this. This isn't even a padded envelope. This is just an envelope with nothing in it. Not even cardboard or anything. So if you're going to ship high-end books like this, that people are going to pay you a good amount for, please ship them correctly. I don't want to make this a rant or a negative video, but, I'm just happy to have this in my collection now. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is end the video on that note while I go through this book and make sure it's actually complete. Go ahead and like and subscribe down here and share this video with your friends. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for joining me today, and you all have a blessed day. Peace.